I'm Frank Mottek for MandA.TV, continuing our conversation with the leaders here at the ACG 2011 conference. With us now, Jeri Harman, who's a founder of Avante Mezzanine Partners here in Los Angeles and also co-chair of the ACG LA conference here at the Beverly Hilton. Jeri, great to see you again this year. Thanks very much for being with us.
Thank you, Frank. It's great to be with you again.
Thank you very much, Jeri. Tell us about Avante and the work that you do there, please.
Avante is a lower middle market mezzanine and private equity fund. So that means we're providing capital to small businesses all over the country. We provide subordinated debt and minority equity and try to finance their growth.
Tell us how things have changed over the years. Remember, we were all here together in 2008 when all those bombshell announcements were made in September 2008. How things evolved for you over the past 3 years?
Well, there's been tremendous change, actually. I was with one of the big publicly traded funds, actually, in 2008. I left to form my own fund, along with the team I built. So we're part of that new capital generation that's come into the market that's really replaced some of the capital providers that exited the market in 2008.
And with new concerns about Europe and everything else that's going on, what would you say is the big buzz here at this year's conference?
Actually, the really big buzz is the fact that we've got tremendous activity in the M&A markets. There's a lot of mergers, acquisitions going on, a lot of growth happening. Everyone is concerned about the economy and recession and really double dip. But despite that, there's still lots of activity. Capital has come back into the market, a little bit more conservative, a little more of the haves and have-nots that we've seen in the last few years. But I think that's a very positive buzz.
What does it take to get a deal done in your view nowadays?
It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of diligence. I mean, people are much more focused on diligence and understanding the investment and the credit, respectively, and making sure that people have multiple sources of either buyers or capital, because deals, to get them done, is a lot harder. It takes longer and the fallout ratio is higher.
And what about on the international scene? Give us your view of things there.
We're actually a domestic player. We're licensed SBIC, so we're licensed by the Small Business Administration. They provide some capital to us as well as our private institutional capital. So we are actually only in domestic investors. Having said that, we're seeing a lot of cross-border interest. So we may be working with companies that are doing quite a bit abroad on an export basis or taking in capital or product or sourcing from offshore.
Any other do's and don'ts of things have evolved in the post-crisis environment?
I think everybody is just, again, probably more risk averse. I think people are appreciating partnership and trust more than ever, because you really have to make sure that the people you're partnering with, either as an investor in your company, if you're a corporate executive, or as a capital provider, the other people in the capital structure, to make sure that everybody understands what might happen going forward and will be supportive in that process.
And we keep hearing about how companies are sitting on the proverbial pile of cash. When do you think the cash will start be put to work here?
I think when people have a better sense of the economy going forward. With so much volatility in the public markets, so much uncertainty in the private markets, it's hard to make large capital commitments.
Jeri Harman, founder of Avante Mezzanine Partners and co-chair of the ACG LA 2011 conference. Jeri, great to see you, and thanks again for sharing your thoughts with us today.
Thank you very much. Appreciate having you here.
Thank you very much, Jeri.
Thanks.